Hello friends, I'm Lukesh, your mentor at mentorbuddy.com. We have a question based on analytical puzzles. It says, there are 6 members in a family. Ashok is the only male. One of them is an educationalist. The 6 persons are a lecturer, Sita, Katrina, a writer, a nun, and Priyanka. Katrina is neither a doctor nor a researcher. Neither Ashok nor Pooja is a nun. Neither Ashok nor Rima is a lecturer. Who is the educationalist? Now this question is based on puzzle wherein we will be required to draw a table by matching the profession of the person based on the information given in the question. So let us see how we can approach such a question. So as we can see in this particular question, there are 6 people. If I go through their names, it is Ashok, Sita, Katrina, Priyanka, Pooja, and Rima. So I'm just going to write their initials on one side. Ashok. The next is Sita, Katrina, Pooja. For Pooja, I'm going to write complete name because there's one more girl whose name starts with P, and thus it is Priyanka, and the other one is Rima. Also, I'm going to write the professions, like the names have been put in the vertical format. The professions are to be put in the horizontal manner. So lecturer is one, the other one is educationist, the third one is a writer, the fourth one can be a nun, the fifth one can be, um, if we look at the professions once again, yeah, there are doctor and researcher. So these are the professions. Now let's read what is given in the question. The first line says the 6 persons are a lecturer, Sita, Katrina, writer, nun, and Priyanka. Now please understand, a lecturer, comma, Sita, Katrina. That means Sita and Katrina cannot be lecturer. So I'm just going to put a cross in front of Sita's name where lecturer is coming. So Sita and Katrina cannot be a lecturer. Also, there cannot be a writer and a nun. So they cannot be a writer and cannot be a nun, which is again given along with a comma. Also, the same is true about Priyanka because Priyanka cannot be a lecturer, a writer, and a nun. So Priyanka cannot be a lecturer, a writer, and thus cannot be a nun as well. If we move ahead, it is given that Katrina is neither a doctor nor a researcher. So in front of Katrina's name, I'm just going to put a cross across doctor and researcher. Neither Ashok nor Pooja is a nun. So Ashok is not a nun. So I'm just going to put a cross here. And Pooja is also not a nun is what is given. Neither Ashok nor Rima is a lecturer. So Ashok is not a lecturer and Rima is also not a lecturer. Now the question is, who is an educationalist? Now look at the table once again. If I look across this field as a lecturer, I see everywhere there is a cross except Pooja. Thus, I would say Pooja is the lecturer. Similarly, if I look across this line of Katrina, everywhere there is a cross except the educationist. So she has to be the educationist. Similarly, if I look across the vertical line of none, I see that only Rima is where there is no cross. So I have to put a tick mark over here. Now please see, if Pooja is a lecturer like here, Pooja cannot follow any other profession. So thus I put cross the rest of them. Similarly, if Rima becomes a nun, she cannot be an educationist, she cannot be a writer, she cannot be a doctor, and she cannot be a researcher. Now, if you look across it once more, you will see that if Katrina is the educationist, that means Ashok cannot be, Sita cannot be, and Priyanka cannot be. So as you see, the picture is getting much clearer now. If I look across the writer, I see that everywhere there is a cross except for Ashok. So thus Ashok becomes the writer now. So this is how we go ahead and frame what is given in the information manner. Now still, as you can see, there are certain columns which are left which does not have a correction. Like for example, if I look for Ashok once again, because Ashok is a writer, he cannot be a doctor and he cannot be a researcher. So this is how we can put the information. Still there are two blanks left in front of Sita and in front of Priyanka. Now there is no information in terms of doctor and researcher. So whatever information is given to us in the question so far, we'll use it to answer the question. So my first question is, who is the educationalist? Now if I look across the educationalist column, I will see that it's Katrina who is the educationalist. And when I look into the options, Ashok, Sita, Rima, none of the above. Because I do not see Katrina's name here, my answer to this question becomes none of the above. But otherwise I know that educationalist is Katrina. So this is how we answer a question based on classification puzzles. I hope everyone has understood. So this is the manner in which we can solve such a question. Thank you.